Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Basic Beginner Budgets. I'm getting ready to start a new video. It's January 12th. I'm just slowly going by. I've been seeing a lot of people doing debt confession videos, and I don't know if I want to call it that. But anyway, I'm going to do this video, and this is my debt as far as loans, credit cards, medical, that I have. And I'm going to go through it with you all and tell you my plans for it. And then we will look back at it again later on. But here we go. And I'm just putting a disclaimer in here. I am by no means a financial expert, and you will be able to tell it if you've watched any of my videos. I'm just a person just trying to figure out what's going to work best for me. And I hope that, you're trying to do what works best for you. So anyway, here we go. This is my front cover page. And then we get into all the messiness. So we're going to start with credit cards. And you'll see on my list that there's some that are doubled named, like CU card, CU card. That's because I have one and my husband has one. And right now, the first CU card has between, I'll say, $275 to $300 balance for both of those, along with the Capital One. Same situation. I have one, my husband has one. So we have two of those. And then there's the Capital One, the two of those. And then I have a Care Credit. I had to get this. I have very bad dental issues. And I had a cavity that was almost about at least a third of my tooth that came out. So when I went to the dentist to get it fixed, they were like, oh, we can fix it, but it's just going to fall right back off because you need a deep cleaning, I believe is what they called it. It was over $1,000. I didn't have that spare change with me. So I opened a Care Credit line of credit. And if you can get by without doing that, do not do it. It's a very high interest rate. But at the time, I needed to get my tooth fixed, so I did. And now I have this balance on that. I have a Lane Bryant credit card. That's the only store card that I have. And I have a balance of $112 on that. That's not a big deal. That will be paid off in the next 3 months, we'll say. And then that's all I have as far as credit cards. And then loans, I have two personal loans through friends from when my husband was going through getting his disability. They had helped us out. And so those, we're going to be paying those off this year. And I'll tell you my plans for each one as we go. And then you see there's two RF loans. That's just two signature loans, one that I have and one my husband has. The one my husband has, we just did it to help build his credit. It's not that he has bad credit. He just didn't have much credit. And so we did that. We just took the loan, put the money in the bank, and we're paying on it. So it looks good on his credit. And then the CU loan is mine. And I only owe that much left on it. So that was just a small signature loan. Then I have my car loan. That's the big one. And that one's got about 4 years left on it. If I pay it, minimal payment each month, yada, yada. And then I have a student loan. I have it in deferment right now until I can get all this other situated. But it's only $4,250, which to me that doesn't seem bad. I have friends that have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans. I've never been that brave to let mine get that high. And then I have a few medical things. I went to the ER because of my eye, and I have a medical bill for that for $87. And then I went not too long ago for my foot. It had swelled up, and I didn't know what was going on. Come to find out, I had cellulitis. They didn't do no lab work, no x-rays, none of that. And I owe them $175. They're killing me, Smalls, killing me. And then I had to have an ultrasound of the kidney last year. Not that I have kidney issues, but I donated a kidney over 20 years ago. And so they were like, we just need to, have an ultrasound, check it out. It's not something that you have to have done a lot unless you have problems, which I wasn't, but it was just more of a safe than sorry type issue. But that left me with a $1,100 bill for that. But those are the only medical bills. Back in 2019, 2020, I had most of our credit bills and stuff paid off. At that time, we only had a car payment, and that was it. And then, as you see, time went on. We went back into the credit wormhole, I guess you call it, in loans. And I had my car payment was only $125. I had put down like $15,000 on it when I bought it, so had a low payment, slowly rebuilding my credit. Well, I got bored with that car, and then I went to another car, got bored with that car, went to another car. I need to get my boredom under control. But needless to say, the car I have now, it's going to be here for a long time. But let's discuss what my plans are for some of these. Okay, on these CU cards and Capital One cards, I plan on having them paid off by the next 6 months because the payments aren't high, and if everything goes the way it should, I should be able to do that no problem. Care Credit's going to take a little longer, like I said, because they have a very high interest rate. I do not refer anyone to get one of those unless you absolutely have to. The 2 personal loans will be paid off by the end of the year. The RF loan, the $10,000, that one will be paid off by the end of 2026. The little one, the $1,500 one, will be paid off by the end of 2025, along with the CU loan. Now, the big one, the car loan, won't be paid off until the middle, maybe end of 2027. It all really depends on how much overtime I get at work throughout the year. Where I work, the area I work, we don't get overtime. I have to go to another area, and the people that work there, they get first come, first serve, and then if it's opened up to us, we can get some. So hopefully that will happen. The student loan, I'm not too concerned with that. I may even put that back in deferment in March when it comes out. I haven't decided yet on that one. And then the 2 small medical bills will definitely be paid off sometime I'm going to say by August at the latest. The $1,100 one, that may be till the end of 2025, but it will be paid off also. So we got plans to get this all paid, and now we can actually start doing it. I don't know if any of you all have had to apply for disability or anything like that, and it takes forever. For my husband, it only took 7 months, so it didn't take too bad, but it was enough to put a dent in things. We had to rearrange a whole bunch of stuff. So now we can get it all straightened back out. He's doing fine. He doesn't work anymore, but, he's kind of okay with that, kind of not. It's just one of those things. So anyway, that is our goal for this. We're kind of doing like the Dave Ramsey 7 or 9 steps, starting with the lowest and working our way. I know other people would start with the highest interest or the highest payment, which obviously would be the car. But I'm going to save that one to the last. I'm going to pay off all this other. I just feel it would be easier since there's such a smaller total amount. We will revisit this back in January and see where we were at with it and see how much of it we have paid off. If I get everything paid this year that I want to, we will have paid off a total of like $4,000 in debt. But I've learned until you get it done, you can't count on that because you never know what life's going to bring. And my life has a bunch of speed bumps in it. That's all I can say. It's what I call them, speed bumps. A little bump in the road, get through it, it'll pass. Just hang in there. So that is, like I said, I don't know if I like the word debt confession. I don't feel that I've done anything wrong. Could I have done things a little differently? Well, of course, we all can. So we will see how it goes. And I just want to say thank you for watching. And if you like this type of stuff, subscribe, because you never know what tomorrow brings as far as a video from Basic Beginner Budgets. But everybody have a good night. Have a good week. Good work week, I guess you'd say. And thanks again.